Before it was a tourist attraction, this ground drank blood. Before cameras and crowds, there were very intense high screams. Tens of thousands of lives were swallowed beneath this sand. In the heart of Rome stands one of the most famous structures in human history, the Roman Colosseum. Praised as an architectural marvel, it is often remembered for its beauty and scale. But behind its towering arches lies a far darker truth. The Colosseum was not built for glory. It was built for violence, fear, and death. The Colosseum was born from chaos. After the fall of the cruel Emperor Nero, his grand palace was destroyed. In its place, Emperor Vespasian ordered the construction of a massive arena not as a gift, but as a symbol of power. Built around AD 70, the Colosseum rose from the labor of enslaved prisoners and war captives, many taken during Rome's brutal conquest of Jerusalem. From the very beginning, suffering was carved into its foundation. At the center of the structure lay the arena floor, covered in sand to absorb blood. Beneath it existed a hidden world known as the Hypogeum, a maze of tunnels, cages, and chambers. Here, men waited in darkness. Animals starved and roared. Wooden elevators creaked upward, lifting death itself into the light above. When the gates opened, there was no escape. Once you entered the arena, your fate belonged to the crowd. Gladiators were the stars of the Colosseum, but they were not heroes. Most were slaves, criminals, or prisoners of war. They were forced to swear an oath to endure fire, chains, and death. Training was brutal. Survival was uncertain. Every battle could be their last. Victory did not mean freedom, it only meant another day alive. The crowd watched as blades pierced flesh. Bones shattered and bodies collapsed onto the sand. If a gladiator fell, the audience decided his fate. A roar could mean mercy. Silence could mean death. With a single gesture, the emperor could end a life. But gladiator combat was only part of the horror. Between battles came executions. Criminals were dragged into the arena and killed for entertainment. Some were burned alive. Others were torn apart by wild animals. Many were forced to reenact mythological stories not as actors, but as victims dying publicly for the crowd's amusement. The Colosseum became a theater of cruelty, where suffering was celebrated as spectacle. The arena could hold more than 50,000 people. Senators sat above common citizens. Slaves sat at the top. The emperor watched from above them all. These games were not just entertainment. They were control. As long as the people were fed blood and spectacle, they would not rebel. While Rome decayed beyond its walls, the crowd roared inside them. Eventually the killing stopped. As Christianity spread through the empire, the games faded. The Colosseum was abandoned. Earthquakes shattered its stone. Its materials were stolen to build churches and palaces, yet the silence that followed only made the past louder. Today, millions walk through these ruins, unaware of what once happened here. They stand where screams echoed, where lives were ended for applause. The Colosseum is not just a monument, it is a warning. When violence becomes entertainment, civilization begins to fall. This is Ashes of History. If you want more dark truths buried beneath the past, subscribe because history doesn't disappear. It waits to be remembered.